AJ here with ProLine. Let's take a look at ProLine's events and calendar functionality. So this is very important for scheduling and for running a smooth business. You need to be able to quickly schedule appointments and to be able to easily manage those appointments as well. So we have a few different tools to do that. We do have a calendar inside of ProLine. It's under the events tab, and you're able to see all your upcoming inspections, your production days for jobs, and anything else that you want to be scheduled through ProLine. It will show up on this calendar. But most importantly, this is completely two-way synced with your Google Calendar. And by two-way sync, what I mean is that we do pull availability from your calendar here back into ProLine, which I'll show more of in a minute. But then also events that you schedule through ProLine show up on your Google Calendar. Now, this also works for Outlook Calendar. So if you're on Microsoft and you're using Outlook Calendar, this will work for that as well. So very flexible, and we'll kind of go over here in a second how this actually plays out. So when we're scheduling an appointment, so we have Laura Jones here. She just came in through a speed to lead campaign. She said, yeah, schedule me for an appointment. Or you have her on the phone. Hey, yeah, Tuesday works. In the new year, let's look at that. So under the events tab, we can go to new event, and we pull up this dialog here. We're going to head over to January since we're looking forward into January now. And we're going to see here, oh, well, there's no availability here on the first week of January. Why is that? Well, that's because on the calendar for the assigned team member that we have here, we're doing it for John, and this is his calendar. This is John's calendar. He has out of town here, and it's set to busy. So he has a busy event all the way through January to 1st to the 5th. He's out of town. So that is going to block off inside of ProLine to make sure that no events can get scheduled for him. And so this is really easy. If you have a rep go out of town, you can just say, hey, make sure to put it on your Google Calendar and set it to busy. And you can put in there that you're out of town or you're traveling, and that will keep us from booking you any appointments during that time. That's also, so even if an event is not inside of ProLine, it's just on their Google Calendar, whether it's a doctor's appointment, whatever it is, ProLine's going to automatically pull that availability in so that there's no double booking going on. So when we actually schedule this appointment, we'll say, hey, actually we're can't do any of the first week of January, but let's get you in on Monday on the 8th. We have our times here. So we're going to do 9 a.m. and we're going to schedule this. Now, as soon as we schedule it, ProLine is going to move Laura into the inspection scheduled campaign, and we'll see that the date here underneath her name shows the January 8th. And then if we go to view campaigns, we can see that she is now in an appointment reminders campaign. So we have a campaign here that is tied up to this event that is specifically to remind her leading up to this appointment. There's a confirmation email and text that go out, and then 24 hours before the appointment, and then also 1 hour before the appointment. And all kinds of things can be added into this campaign. It's very customizable. So if you want your sales reps to get notifications leading up to the appointment, you can do that. You can create tasks. There's all kinds of different things that can be added into the appointment reminders campaign. You can flush them out, add more reminders, anything you want to do here. It's fully customizable. This is just what we have already built out by default in ProLine. And then, so then we go over to the events page here, and we're going to see this. If we flip over to January, here's her inspection. It's also under the events tab in her project. And then here on the events tab in ProLine, we can filter down based on calendar, assignee, location. So all of this is specific to these different things. And so ProLine, it doesn't have just one availability. You have different availabilities for each member of your team, and then you have also different availabilities for every calendar. And this is important because maybe you have your sales reps also are your production managers, and they need to be able to be running appointments while also having job production days. And so you can manage this by having a sales calendar for them and then also a production calendar for them. And by doing this, you're able to still book on the production calendar, even though they might be booked on the sales calendar already. And so that really makes that easy to manage. Same thing for production. If you are ready to schedule someone for production, you can schedule their production day in here. You just got to make sure to select the production calendar, and then you got production here. It's an all-day event. So you do this, and then you can schedule whenever their production is. And this is an all-day event, but you could still set the arrival time. So when you expect the crews to arrive, and then we'll schedule that. And then she automatically gets moved over into the production area for job scheduled. And you can set this up with job scheduled campaigns as well. This demo is a little bit of a mess right here, but she can get reminders leading up to that production day if that's the way that you want to run it.